Welcome. Come one, come all, to a beautiful event that we've created. And thank you for joining us. I've got Maddie, I've got Nige with me here, and
Nige.
Boys, nice to have you. Nice to have you as always.
Hey Tim, hey Matt, how you going, boys?
Very good,
Mate,
very
how
good.
Are you? Exciting day.
Indeed. If you'd like to donate, exclamation point donate. And after you've donated, exclamation point donated, you can ring the bell. And
well, let me tell you something, Tim. We've already raised $71. Vic has dropped a 50 already.
Oh, beautiful, mate. Thank you very much, Vic. What a champion.
Little Wings are based out of Bankstown Airport. They fly a fleet of 3 Beechcraft Baron aircraft. And basically they transport sick kids between regional areas and city hospitals. And it's not a government organisation. They rely on donations to keep themselves going. And they've told us that it's on average about $1,500 per sortie that they do to be able to fly a child out to home or come back into the city again. So
Adrian Lucas, thank you. He said thank you for starting this initiative. Well done. Thanks, Adrian, mate. That was a $50 donation. So that is...
Oh, champion, mate. There we go. Ring that bell, boys. Ring that bell. If you've donated, ring it.
The physics has dropped 25.
Oh, beautiful, mate.
Well, Maddie Bodaway has dropped $101 as well.
Wow,
So...
Maddie.
Nice
Thank you,
Maddie.
mate. Yeah, Impulse Simulation dropping a 250. Look, let's have a little.
Right, Alpha Helix dropped a big 100. So Alpha Helix.
Oh, Alpha Helix, beautiful, mate. What a legend.
Thank you so much for that.
And what a champion, Alpha Helix. Thank you, mate. Big Daff
Davkowski
with a 150.
Oh, Maddie.
You need to. I think you boys need to.
Mate, we've smashed it. We've smashed it already.
We've already hit it.
Holy. Incredible. So already hit $1,600. So Brad, great cause, only 2 pleased to help, mate. That is so generous. 500. That is incredible. Chicken Tender's ringing the bell. Chicken Tender with a tenner, mate. You're a legend. Kempy's dropped a 250. We've hit $2,000 already. Big donation from Johnny, dropping $100 a ruse. Go SydSquad and let us do this for the kids. There's the second flight done and dusted. Oh my god. Well, thank you to everyone for tuning in today and who donated to this wonderful cause and made the fundraiser possible. Your support has been absolutely crazy. We've already brought 2 families home for Christmas this year, which is unbelievable, and we've raised $3,276 in just a matter of 3 hours. You've shown us what a truly thoughtful and generous community we have here.
So, folks, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've actually raised the target now to $4,500. And if we can make $4,500, that means we can bring 3 kids and their families home for Christmas. I reckon we can do this.
Someone is about to press exclamation point donated. He's just dropped a $100 donation to Little Wings.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
Jet Paprika, if you are here,
Great. Oh, you legend.
exclamation point donated.
So Little Wings don't have any of that. You know, Little Wings have only got, 2,000 followers on Instagram, and they don't get a national grant every year. So it's
Yep.
it's very special for it's very special for us to be able to raise these extra funds.
Favourite flight simulation groups, the SydSquad, has raised an astonishing $3,743 to support Little Wings, an Australian-based charity that flies sick children and their families from remote areas to specialist medical centres in New South Wales. The support so far has caught the team by surprise, so they're going further. The SydSquad now wants to hit a new goal of $4,500 just in time for Christmas.
AMZ dropping a $100 donation, taking us to 4102. And with the $300 donation.
You kidding me or what?
Mr.
I'm
Delmont.
not even joking. Impulse Simulations have
Really?
tuned in to the stream. They've donated $50. That has got us past our goal officially, $4,507. I have family and friends that have made it the RFDS and charities like Little Wings, so the effort by SydSquad and all donations means a lot to me. Champions. Chicken Tender, mate, it's the group as a whole have just had an amazing input, so we're radiating our appreciation straight back to you guys out of your screens or wherever you're viewing from. Well, welcome everybody. That was some video, Maddie. That was some video. And Barry, you are here in the right stream. We are back, guys. This is the final night of the Little Wings fundraiser. As you've seen in the last 6 or 7 minute video, the support from you all for Little Wings has been absolutely insane from a community of our size. So it's pretty. You've left us all speechless. So guys,
gets me emotional.
it makes us emotional. But look, guys, welcome everyone. Look, we've been seeing your comments come through the chat, so welcome to everybody, to all the members, to the sponsors. We've even got both of our sponsors here tonight, of AUscene and Impulse Simulations, who are providing some lovely giveaways, guys. So thank you for joining us. Everyone who's donated, much appreciated. But I will introduce you to our cast, our crew this evening for the flight down to Bankstown from up here in beautiful Lord Howe Island. We have our executive producer, Maddie C. Maddie, well done, mate. You've done
Hello.
fantastic job.
Thank you to everyone. Just watching back and being able to create that video, honestly, is just it was just so cool to be able to go back and watch what we achieved in so little time as well.
Definitely.
And actually, I got quite emotional. Making that video has, it makes me, it made me excited watching it. But just to watch that live on the stream, it's just, it's just amazing to see what we've done. And like Tim, shadowing your words already, it wouldn't be possible without everyone that's on here or who has been part of this since we started this charity.
No, that's exactly right.
Yeah, so hello to everyone.
Yes, and obviously we also have Nige with us this evening. G'day, Nige.
Hello, mate. Hello, Tim. Hello, man.
Welcome. He's back, and look, we're fantastic. We're ready to rip in. And guys, from the, we've got a very special guest tonight, and the stream wouldn't be perfect if we didn't have someone from Little Wings here, and we do. We've got Claire. She's the CEO of Little Wings, and she's been kind enough to drop in for a little bit of the stream to say hello and to tell us a little bit about Little Wings. So Claire, welcome.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for having me.
That's a pleasure.
That video was so powerful. Like it really, it was really emotive, and it's so inspiring to see people just coming together and giving so generously to make a difference to the lives of people that, you'll never meet them. We get to meet them.
That's exactly
you'll never
right.
Meet them, but
and
the impact is significant for these families, So honestly, I'm so grateful. I can't thank you all enough. No,
look, it's the community's done such a good job pulling together, and like you said, people that you don't meet. It's we are a virtual community, so that's what makes it that little bit extra special. So it's absolutely fantastic. Look, let's get the flight underway. Thank you all for waiting, for enjoying the video. When you guys are ready, let's depart. We're departing the beautiful AUscene, Lord Howe Island scenery. There are going to be 2 copies up for grabs for the kind donators who have donated to Little Wings. So thank you very much to AUscene for providing some giveaways tonight. And we'll do those giveaways once we get airborne, once we sort of get cruising. I did want to say an extra thank you to Aaron and Jeremy for their donations. Aaron dropped a $50 donation. And he says, let's get there. Mate, we are smashing it. We're only 70... Oh no, we've just passed $5,000. We've had an anonymous donation of $100. An anonymous.
Listen, Tim. Willie Canuck just threw in 10 quid from the UK.
What?
We'll have to add that in via the official donation.
Definitely, because we've got one big donation right at the end. We're going to save that for when we arrive.
But howdy to Willie. It's nice to have you. Claire, Willie Canuck runs a program in the United Kingdom called Sky Blue Radio, and it's basically an online podcast, I guess, and radio channel for flight sim people around the world. So, we have quite a reach here at SydSquad by the looks of things.
Definitely.
Absolutely, you're international.
No, definitely.
Little Wings are now international as well, thanks to Willie. Willie's been an amazing support for us as well, and he gave us a really big promotion on his show a few weeks ago. So thank you to Willie, and a huge thanks to the anonymous donator and the other 2 guys who donated, Aaron and Jeremy as well. So totaling already this stream, we've raised $170.
No, I love it.
So it's amazing.
And we've just had another $90 donation from Brad.
Another one.
Brad,
crazy.
What an absolute champion.
So Claire, we'll tell you about Brad very soon.
Yes, deserves a special mention.
What we'll do, Claire, is we're just going to take off and do some flying. And what I'd love, if it's okay with you, I'd love for some of the guys to throw some questions out there, and we'll ask, and then go from there.
Definitely.
So, Tim, I don't know if you want to start off with flying, and then we'll get going.
Yes, indeed. I've just got a little bit of a power issue with my aircraft. But guys, you please do depart. I'm just going to do a little quick reset. So please forgive me.
That's all good.
Sorry, Joel's just dropped $2. Guys, thank you very much, Joel. I should say, guys, if you do want to place a last minute donation, ! Donate, that will bring up the link. We're at $5,126. Considering our target was 1,500, that is like beyond insane.
Done all right.
I think we've done all right too. Right, let me just. Sorry.
Like seriously, for a bunch of guys just having some fun on a Tuesday and Friday night, jumping on the computer, spending hour and a half flying around in a flight sim, then having a community like what we've got around us doing the same thing. I think we've done all right.
Definitely.
It's been good.
Seriously impressive, I have to say. Amazing.
While we wait, Tim,
Yes.
Claire, I might ask you a question and see if you can answer it. But so, pretty much this year, it's been a challenging year. The last year and a half, 2 years. How are things looking now? Are things improving? Are you finding, because of the borders being closed, you're a lot busier, and how much of a difference, what we've raised, but where the additional money that I know you guys got from, I think it was Hyundai as well. So how much has that played a part in the last few months to make up for the last year that you guys have been working hard?
Yeah, so we were hit pretty hard. As you mentioned earlier, we don't receive government funding, so we proudly raise all our own money, with events like this and events in the community, and we run cash housey in the clubs, which is bingo.
Yep.
But of course the clubs closed, and all our events were cancelled, and so we found ourselves with zero income on the 18th of March last year, and any sponsors we had either froze or pulled out as well. So it was a pretty scary time. And as you know, planes are very expensive, so we literally knew how long we could fly and how many flights we had, and it was not many. But at the same time, we had about 40 families that were flying in on up to a weekly basis to access chemotherapy here in Sydney and in Newcastle.
Yep.
So we just we went to market, and we just went out and begged, borrowed and stealed to make sure we remained in the air. And people have been really generous, and this is a perfect example of that. But we have continued. We haven't had to turn any families away. Obviously, sometimes it is a little bit tight. We are a volunteer-led organisation, so it meant that our whole team volunteered for about 12 months to keep us going. Yeah, so it was pretty scary, but I mean, we're so lucky that our drivers and our pilots volunteer out their time, because they literally kept us in the air, like literally. So they just dug deep and flew every flight and honoured every request, and yeah, we're here today. So we did have St George come on board, which was a big partnership, and Hyundai Help for Kids were the main people that stuck with us and just gave us what they had when they had it, and they've kept us going.
Beautiful.
So,
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, we're very lucky to be here today. But your flights, your funds that you've raised will mean a lot to us. Christmas is the busiest time. So prior to COVID, we used to do about 12 flights a week, and that would increase 50% in December. On the average week now, we do 30 flights, and we're anticipating anyway 30 plus between now and then. So yeah,
Look,
we don't know what to expect this year, but we're sort of budgeting around 45 flights a week, which is a lot for us.
45 a week, and you've only got 3 aircraft.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're definitely working the aircraft hard, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So one aircraft in a day could do up to 4 missions. So picking up 4 families, bringing them in and out, and a pilot might be out there, for all their hours that they can do, about 8 to 10 hours a day.
Yep.
Literally, we have pilots coming in there sweating. Such a big day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll bet. No, it's been crazy. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my volume sorted, but
just gonna say, it's an incredible story, isn't it? Really, like to be providing that sort of a service and to be helping that many families out each week. It's a massive logistical thing for you guys as a company, as an organisation. But it's also amazing, like that, just to be able to get the word out there that you guys even exist. Like that money's got to come from somewhere. That those flights have got to be paid for somehow.
Definitely.
You guys are an essential service, and you're providing such an amazing service for the families that just can't keep doing it by themselves. I mean, some of these kids would be driving, 8-10 hours in the car, I'd imagine, maybe more, just to get to a Sydney hospital for treatment.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's just incredible what you guys do.
Yeah, and if you think about, some of those kids are coming in every week for chemotherapy, and they're here for 2 days. Mum or dad or both, whoever's coming with them, they can't work. Their family's disconnected. They're they have no support, they have no one around them, they're financially under pressure. Whereas if we can fly them in and out, and mum or dad can continue to work, their siblings can stay in school, communities can continue to function, particularly very small communities. Because sometimes we might have the teacher on board or the local police officer or whoever it might be, and communities struggle if they don't have those key roles in place.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sorry, my flight sim's stuttering, like the audio's all weird. Hopefully it sort of settles itself down, but
Hopefully.
oh, it's so frustrating. No, but look, like, having said all that, it's makes it even more special to be a part of it. To sort of do what we can to try and help out. So, look, if we can, like, sorry, I should have said we have had another donation from Jack Harris Richard. He says, love the cause, and he's donated $15. So Jack, thank you very much, mate. If you're tuning in, please !donated, and let us know. Can I turn the other? All right, I need to get this autopilot working.
That's right. While you sort that out, so I had another question, Claire, and that question was, so for example, we've got Nige. He's a pilot, and there's other people here that we have that are aspiring pilots, not pirates, pilots. Pirates.
Sure.
And I guess, how do you guys get your pilots or pirates? Depends how you want to see them. And like, if they, so how do you get them? Do they come to you? Do you put something out saying we're looking for volunteer pilots? And then how do you choose them to make sure that they're the right fit for Little Wings as well?
Yeah, sure. Good question. So for Sydney, we get a lot of pilots approach us. So that makes it a lot easier. But we're just about to open our second base in Cessnock Airport. Should be launched in February, which is exciting. And so that's a new market for us. So we actually put out an advert and we recruited for those pilots in that space. So hopefully, as we build up a bit more of a connection with the community there and a bit more of a presence, we'll start to get more people putting their hand up to volunteer. As you can imagine, if we had paid pilots, we'd probably only need 3 or 4. But because they're all volunteers and we're juggling everyone's availability, we need about 20 pilots. It's a lot to manoeuvre when they're volunteers, but at the same time, obviously, it's worth it because we couldn't afford to function literally if they weren't volunteering. But in terms of how do you become a Little Wings pilot, our head of flights will review all the CVs, and we have minimum requirements. So you must be a commercial pilot to fly with Little Wings. You need to have done a minimum of 1,000 hours and also to 25 plus on a Baron.
Right. And so obviously during the first fundraising run or charity run, we watched that current affair article, article or whatever you want to call it. And so the person flying was a Virgin Australia pilot. So now that the borders are starting to open it up, is that becoming a problem? Are things starting to dry up a little bit, or is it okay at the moment?
Yeah, so definitely one of the silver linings for COVID was that our pilots were more available, which was great because demand went up about 60%, but it seems to be sustaining. So yes, we are seeing a little bit of movement in our pilots' availability. Obviously, if they're international pilots, they're still around and fully available, but if they're domestic, yes, we are seeing a little bit of a decline in their availability. So we have just recruited and have 6 new pilots in training for Sydney.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Guys, we just had another donation. Sorry, my thing's not really working. Matt Botherway has dropped another $100. So, Matt, thank you very much, mate. It's taken us to $5,243. So, Matthew, thank you very much, mate. It's very kind.
Tim, plus the extra 260 that's
270
been raised earlier.
270
now.
Yep.
That takes us over $5,500.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Awesome.
absolutely
what do
insane.
we need to get 4 flights? We need 6,000. Is that right?
6,000 all up. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy.
Holy
So
moly.
we're
we
close.
talked about doing one flight initially.
We're very, very close, which is crazy. Alrighty.
Sorry.
How are you
I
looking,
can
Tim?
say
Is
one
things-
awesome-
Yeah,
one
I'm
awesome
just-
community, guys.
Just got to I've just got a few things to adjust because I need to like. Is it?
Not doing so well.
Oh no, it's just because we're using Teams instead.
Yep. Fair
Are you
enough.
guys
Yeah,
able
so
to turn your microphones up a smidge?
I'll see if I can, but I think. Let me give me a sec. I'll do that.
And if you
oh
work
yeah,
out how to do it, can you let me know?
yeah, I'll let you know.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Noise suppression.
Okay, I just want to try and make it just so everyone, it's not too bad.
Yeah,
So
I think we might be a bit limited on that tonight. So.
that's okay. So just to cover a few little housekeeping, guys, I'm just gonna climb to 200, and I'm almost there now. And then we'll just follow the track. We'll make our way down towards Sydney. And I think once I sort of get once I get my act together, I think it might be time for our first giveaway.
Okay. Cool. So Claire, we've been really lucky. A few of our sponsors, Orbx, AUscene, and Impulse Simulations, they've been really kind to give us some giveaways for anyone that has donated.
Yep.
So we're very lucky in that sense, and also Impulse Simulations have actually, was it Impulse? Yeah, it was Impulse. Have also been kind enough to donate some money as well. So they're definitely, it shows you just how important the aviation community is, and I think we all come together when we need it. So
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah, for sure. The passion in the aviation industry runs deep, and this is just another example of that. So thank you so much.
No,
Honestly, we're just overwhelmed with the support. We had no idea that this was going to be possible.
And look,
And
it's
this, I was,
We didn't think we were going to be this successful either.
no.
It's
And look,
blown us away
it's
as well.
it's kind of and Claire, like our kind of backstory, like was this. We didn't really do this thing before COVID. We started this before COVID was because we wanted a social outlet in lockdown. And this was kind of what we did. We all got the new flight sim, which came out. And yeah, we all sort of just, decided we'd start flying together. And then, a few more people joined along, and then bippity boppity boo, we've raised $5,500 for
$5,000.
for
As you do when you've got nothing else to do.
Well,
in lockdown,
that's exactly right. No, so it's all just very casual, like the way we kind of try and think of it as just a couple of guys sitting around at a bar playing flight sim sort of thing. So, we keep it nice and chill, and but yeah, when it comes to this sort of thing, as you can tell, we take it pretty seriously.
Yeah, that's it. So guys, look, we're not going to be holding Claire up all night, but
Yes.
ask some questions
Yeah,
and set them through.
Definitely.
We'd love to send them through to Claire. And Claire, like I said offline, we really appreciate you, being here at this time of the night, because I know you've probably worked hard all day, and
Yes.
and I don't want to take you away from your family, because that's just as important.
Yep, that's it.
So yeah, guys, send some questions through. We did have one from Sean, which I'll ask in a second, and if
Yep.
you can't answer it, don't stress, because it's more of an aviation geek question, so it's okay.
Okay.
I'll do my best. I'm feeling the pressure.
Oh, that's all right. So the question was, what airline has it's actually can you name all your registrations of your aircraft?
I can, yes. So we have VLW, it's our newest aircraft. That aircraft was actually donated last year by the state government.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Michael McCormack actually oversaw that, so we were very sad when he was turfed out.
Yeah. Yep.
GJZ is our oldest aircraft, and what have we got? NSK. NSK, interesting story. So I only started 2 years ago, and about 2 weeks in, I was at an Elton John concert, and I got a call from a pilot flying NSK into Maitland. he hit a kangaroo.
Oh,
A alpha kangaroo, and he took out the front landing gear. No one was injured, and the pilot did a wonderful job at managing the situation. But yes, he hit an alpha kangaroo. I actually thought it was a joke. I thought, had the plane hit a kangaroo? Sorry. I had a box at Elton John, which I paid a fortune for, and I spent the whole time in the corridor trying to manage the situation and manage pilots and emergency services and families and the hospital. And yes, it was a crash course in what an incident in aviation looks like. But she's been put back together and she's been flying ever since.
Oh,
and,
beautiful.
We no longer fly into Maitland because they don't have a kangaroo fence around it.
Right.
We're based in Desnock now. Yeah, our second base.
That's not.
That's one high jumping kangaroo.
Yes.
That's
That's not bad advice. Kaylin has just said. Kaylin's just said, Tim, it's not a lot, but I just threw $10 into the fundraiser. Kaylin, make sure you press exclamation point donated, mate. Every little bit counts, as we always say. The story doesn't get more Aussie than that, says Simon. I agree, mate. So, I forget what I was going to say. Sorry, continue. No, there was another little point Sean just mentioned before. He said we should talk about Brad.
Yes. Yes.
Which we definitely should. Not to take away from anyone else at all. But we had one of our members here. Now, I just want to make sure I get it correct. But does anyone know exactly how much?
No, I don't.
Okay, I believe
It's about a K, I think.
I believe it was about $1,200 that Brad has donated.
Oh my goodness, wow.
Now, that is obviously a very, very special amount. So we do have to give a special little mention to Brad. So Brad, I know you're watching. We much appreciate it, Brad. So firm handshakes indeed.
Thank you so much. It's a major effort to watch it.
It's a huge effort. Just looking in the comments here, Stu Mack, who you might have seen there clear on the comment section, says, wow, I've flown both NSK and GJZ many years ago. Stu Mack that lives in Hong Kong. So
Wow.
there you go. Those aircraft lead to big things.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Small world.
Another little comment there from Adam, and he says, "Is there a link we can send donations directly to Little Wings after the fundraiser is finished?"
Yes, of course. So you can go onto our website, which is littlewings.org.au, and at the very top on the right-hand side, there's a donate button.
Yep.
You can either donate direct through that link, or if you scroll down, you can actually see our banking details if you wanted to make a direct deposit.
Yep.
And anything over $2, you'll receive a tax-deductible receipt that we'll either send out if you make a deposit, or it'll be automated through the link.
Oh, beautiful. Hopefully,
Beautiful.
hopefully we could answer that question there for you, Adam.
Now there was another question there. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. So this is Claire again. Not sure if you'll be able to answer it, but I think it's a good question. What made Little Wings choose to operate the Barons over any other type? So what made the Barons stand out, I guess?
Yeah, so originally when we started, we actually had a Malibu.
Nice.
Yes, but the Malibu was very expensive, and we got a bit of pushback from the doctors, actually. There was a little bit of hesitation about flying in a Malibu, and they weren't referring as many families.
Yep.
So we moved to the Baron because she's economic to run, and she's a twin-engined, so that was very attractive to the doctors. And, just, I suppose, people's peace of mind. But she's just a great aircraft for the distances we're flying and the number of people we want to carry. So we keep all our fleet, the standardized, so that all our pilots can jump in and fly any of the aircraft as well.
That's brilliant. And
how do the doctors out in those regional areas find out about you, Claire? Like, what's the process if you're just say you're a doctor out in, I don't know, Ivanhoe, for example? How do they find out about you guys? How do they know that you're out there as a service that can sort of help kids in those rural communities?
So we have 4 key partners that we are the hospitals. So Royal Far West in Manly, which is more mental health and complex needs. Westmead Children's, Randwick Children's, and John Hunter Children's Hospital in Newcastle. So all the referrals up until probably 18 months ago had to come through those 4 key partners. So a doctor would refer to the hospital, or they'd just tell the family you need to make your way to the hospital, and then the hospital would pick them up and refer them. But over the last 18 months, we did a social impact report, and we found that often, because the hospital's a very big beast, it's a big place, it takes a while to build relationships and get to know families, that often they weren't making the referral to us until the 3rd or 4th visit to the hospital, which is the most stressful time for the family.
Yep.
So in and out of lockdown, we've been doing road trips out to all over the state and doing training and educating and upskilling GPs, social workers, allied health, regional hospitals, to make sure everyone and anyone that's coming across and could be the first point of contact for a family is able and aware of our service and can make that referral. So we have actually been seeing an increase in referrals, as I said. Some of that is because of the commercial airlines weren't operating, but a lot of it is because we've done the work and we've been trying to build our exposure and connections regionally, particularly in very small communities where there might just be one GP, but they don't have a lot of support or connection. So we've tried to bridge that gap.
Are you finding when you've gone out to these communities that some of them are really surprised, like what I was to hear, that you guys even existed, like as a service in this capacity?
Yeah, absolutely. People are shocked. They'll often say, "How do you do that? Are you sure it's always free?" We get a lot of questions about the cost being free, and families will be hesitant. People wonder, how are you doing it? How is this possible? So I don't know if you've looked at our social pages, but often in the content we'll have people commenting on why they should use our service and reassuring that it is a free service, because it's genuinely a free service for people that are eligible and need the service.
Yep.
It's just us doing our part, right, to try and ease the burden. These families, they don't have the energy or the skill or the connection to advocate for themselves, and they're tired. They're using all the energy to focus on their sick child. So if we can give them a little bit of space and ease the financial pressure in that capacity, then our job is done, and we're very proud to do that.
No,
that's awesome.
Doing brilliant work. I've just wanted to mention we've got another donation. It's from Jason Amos. He's donated $50, so he's donated a pineapple. Thank you very much, Jason. And Jason says, as a father of a daughter with a rare and catastrophic disease who has spent a fair... Sorry, it's just refreshing. Who has spent a fair bit of her early years in hospital. Thank you to the team at Little Wings. So, Jason, thank you very much for throwing the pineapple in there, mate. And look, we hope everything is okay now. But look, your donation's thoroughly appreciated, Jason. We also have another couple of questions for you, if you don't mind, Claire. Mutsky, also known as Matt, I should say, says, are the planes set up with all seats, or are they easily removable if you need a stretcher, etc.?
That's a great question.
Yes.
I love that.
That one. Yep.
Yeah, so we always have the 6 seats in them, but if anyone is in a wheelchair or has a leg injury or is in a cast or any particular equipment, we can pull the 2 seats directly behind the cockpit out.
Yep.
And we have done that. They're quite easy to remove and rearrange, although the pilots do not like doing it. It's timely, but it is possible, and we have done it on occasion. Usually our head of flights will come off and just sign it off to make sure that everything's secured and everyone's comfortable.
Yep.
That's Adam Holt. I don't know if anyone knows him. He's very well known in the industry. He also volunteers his time, and he's been our chief of flights for 6 years.
Oh, beautiful. Another question from Simon here. Simon is a doctor in Melbourne, and he says, is there a charity similar to Little Wings operating in regional Victoria, to your knowledge?
No, so Angel Flight would be the service that's similar to us in terms of the outputs, but they operate very differently.
Yep.
And one of the major differences is they don't specialise in children's transfers. So as I understand, they do more adults, although they will transport children. I suppose our models are very different though, and so a lot of people only refer to us because of the model. If you think that we own our aircraft, so all our maintenance is centralised, all our pilot expectations are, over and above what is required by CASA.
Yep.
And so we prioritise safety at every opportunity. We also provide car seats and prams and just, that door-to-door service to make sure it's as smooth as possible, and obviously we provide the vehicles.
Yep.
So no, we have done during COVID supporting families in quarantine. We have flown into Melbourne a few times and into regional Victoria.
Yep.
Supporting children that had access care in the US and were stuck in quarantine and unable to get home. So we have done a little bit of that, and we also did some flights into Queensland. And we fly into the ACT about 6 times a week as well.
Oh wow!
I think
Okay,
it was that flight to Queensland. I think was the one that you mentioned on the radio when I first heard you, and that was kind of what I guess just sort of got my attention to sort of listen a bit closer and find out a bit more. So
no, that's exactly right.
nice work.
Yeah.
Look,
Absolutely. We actually put that little boy Lenny on the back of our Christmas card. We've just done some Christmas card bundles and he's on the back of it. But, you get to meet so many special people with such unique stories, and just being able to step in and say, let me help you. Let me just ease the burden for a moment because I can see life is tough.
Yep.
And let's make sure these families stay connected, because when we support the family unit, the child thrives, the family thrives, and so do our communities.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Look, guys, I'd love to do a couple of giveaways now.
Sorry, Tim, I'll just say we'll do a couple of giveaways. Claire, we might ask 2 or 3, 4 more questions if that's okay with you, and then we'll let you get home to your little ones.
Yes.
So.
Go for
Oh
it.
yes, please.
You're
Yes.
asleep now. Put some wine.
That's 1 o'clock then.
All right, we're on all night. So, Tim,
Somebody organise an Uber for Claire, please.
Yeah. I'll call Wanda and let her know you're not coming in tomorrow. No, cool. So, Tim, I'll let you do that, and I'll get some of these questions ready.
Noted. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. All right.
So just before you do, I just want to quickly say hello to everyone if they've just recently joined. If you're wondering who the additional voice is tonight, we've got Claire, the CEO from Little Wings. She's been kind enough to donate some of her time to us tonight and have a chat. So if you guys have any questions, please send them through.
Yep.
And yeah, well, as you can see, we've gone past our target, but yeah, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. But we're doing our best to top it up as much as possible. And Maddie Botherway has said, how can I donate a wine for Claire? A bottle.
No, I'm just going to deliver it tomorrow.
Yes.
Much appreciated, Maddie.
So guys, here we go. So Impulse Simulations. So Claire, Impulse Simulations are the group that designed the Bankstown Airport for Flight Simulator. They're doing a couple of giveaways tonight as well, and they passing a message on to you saying if you can tell Claire, we would be happy to model the new base if you'd like to get in touch, and if we could get a few internal photos or something, and then they can actually model it in Flight Sim for people to check out.
That sounds amazing. I'd love to do that.
Oh, beautiful, guys. If you have been kind enough and generous enough to donate, and you would like to go in the draw for an AUscene Lord Howe Island scenery, completely free of charge. It's beautiful. We've shared a few photos. They've got a canteen inside, and they've got bacon and eggs. It's a beautifully done scenery. So AUscene, you've done a fantastic job with that. ! Enter to go in the draw. Members of, as usual, you guys get 2 times the chance to win. And just to clarify, these sponsored giveaways are for people who have been kind enough to donate. That was the requirement to obviously do the giveaway. They wanted to give these products to people who have given to the cause. So, guys, ! Enter. Sorry, did I say enter?
to you. I zoned out.
I think
sorry.
I did. I just didn't want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure I didn't say donate. But yeah, exclamation point enter to go into the giveaway. It's open to anyone who has donated to Little Wings. That is the whole reason we're here. And yeah, we'd love to give this product to somebody. We'll do 2 of these straight up.
Yep, and we will cross-check this as well. So
yeah,
if you do win, I will check on the on this thing.
We'll just do a double check.
I was just adding things up. If with the 260 that's been added,
yes,
we are going to be. Oh no, I've deleted it. 500 short of an additional flight.
Okay.
So.
All right. Something possibly to work towards.
While we do that, Claire, I've got a quick question. This can be it's a nice and simple one. Although we haven't raised enough for an additional flight, will that still play a big part to funding, a 4th flight, or will that go to other areas like maintenance of the aircraft? What will normally happen there?
No, it'll all go into the flights. So we'll just basically wait until we've collected enough, and then we'll, people that donate, for instance, earlier this week we had a 5 and a 10-year-old. They donated their pocket money, $10 each. So it all adds up, as you said earlier. Sometimes we think, if I can't donate $100, it's not worth doing. It's just not true, because
correct.
when we all chip in, it makes a difference. So actually, that will come together pretty quickly, and we'll be able to come back to you and let you know once your flights have been executed, and hopefully share a little bit of the backstory for some of those families with you.
Yeah,
beautiful. We can't wait to hear those as well.
Definitely. And sorry, fellas, I'm trying to get the audio correct, but we're not using Discord. We're using what are we using?
Microsoft Teams.
We're using Teams tonight, so it's a little bit different. Nige just dropped a 50.
Oh, I did, mate.
I can't. Hang on, I can't read it. Little Wings, Big Hearts. Matt Coffin 2021. I love that. Little Wings, Big Hearts.
So
I love it.
In the second stream, I don't know how it came along, whatever, and I somehow got to the new slogan for Little Wings, Big Hearts, and
it's beautiful, mate.
It's kind of stuck, and we're being with it. And Tim, we've actually had another donation. Annette has dropped $8.50 as well.
And it says, and she says, make a family smile, and that's our goal. We haven't just made one family smile. We've made 3 already. It's crazy.
On your way to 4.
Yeah, very
sorry, let's read Nigel's comment. Matt, do you have Nigel's comment? My thing's refreshing.
Yeah, I will, but I'm not going to read in a Scottish accent because I'm no good at it.
Okay,
so we'll say here, Little Wings, Big Hearts, Matt Coffin, 2021. Thank you, Claire. Your organisation does an amazing thing for young people and their families. Thank you for taking your time to chat to SydSquad tonight. Smiley face emoji.
I love it. Good work, Nige, mate.
Do this alone. We're a charity that's run for community but by community.
Yeah.
Can't do any of these things without your support, so I really, really appreciate it.
No, it's brilliant. Thank you, Nige, and thank you, Annette.
You are most welcome, Claire, and I'm just stoked that every one of these donations is going directly to helping another young family. That is just so cool. And every time I've spoken about this on the streams, I got to admit, I kind of get a little bit sort of, a bit of a lump in the throat, I suppose, because it's a huge deal, I've got 2 young kids myself, 11 and 10, and, thankfully for me, my kids are healthy, but you just never know when someone might need the service that you guys provide, and that's
exactly right.
And the time when you guys provide it is the time when families aren't thinking about that sort of stuff. They've got so much else going on in their lives and so much else on their plate at the time, and that you guys can provide such a service, Claire, is just huge.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly right.
So for all of what you do and for all of what your team does, thank you.
Yeah. Well said, Nige.
Just next level goodness.
Yeah.
Incredibly well said.
It is amazing to be able to, hand on heart, say as well that every dollar you donate does go to the flights. It doesn't cover wages. It doesn't cover any bells and whistles. I mean, we're pretty lean here anyway in all capacities.
Yep.
But, we raise the money for our wages through bingo in the club. So anything that anyone donates is just for missions. So we're really proud to be able to say that, because obviously, you know, you have to cover wages, but we want to make sure that the dollars that people donate are really going where you intended.
No,
Yep,
that's
and
it.
let me just say, everyone, if you're not down at your club this Friday night playing a game of bingo,
Yes. What are you What are you doing?
that's right, you're above. No, just kidding.
Suddenly they're going to see a big, you know, spike in attendance at bingo.
I'm more of a trivia man myself, but we'll still live.
Yeah,
I'll do bingo. Bingo makes me cranky.
No, look,
I don't get the numbers. I never get the numbers.
Get down to the pub for all the right reasons. All right, guys,
that's
let's do the first giveaway. Let's not, let's get some prizes out there. So this is for, thank you very much to AUscene for providing these 2 giveaways for the what is it? The Lord Howe Island scenery. The first winner, and let's clarify, you must be on PC and you must have donated, because, you know, anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So the first winner is, my flight sim is just not agreeing with me tonight. Kaylin's won it. Congrats, mate.
Well
Congratulations,
done.
Kaylin.
I'm just gonna. Well
And
done.
he has definitely donated, because he donated.
He donated tonight.
Absolutely.
So
Congratulations.
Well done. Congratulations, Kaylin.
congrats, Kaylin.
So what's the prize there, Tim?
That is the AUscene Lord Howe Island payware. They've done an absolutely beautiful job. So, Kaylin, drop me a message, mate. Look, guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the next one. No need to repress. Hang on. I don't think you need to repress. Anyway, okay, no, you don't. They're all selected. It's okay. Catch you later, Joel. Thanks for joining, mate, and thank you for the donation as well. So for the second product of the Lord Howe Island scenery, actually, you know what? I need to make sure that Kaylin is not selected.
Why you do that, Tim?
I know he's not.
We've just had another $100 donated by SWM.
No way.
Oh, yes, matey. Exclamation point
So-
donated SWM. And another further donation. My screen is just not playing nice with me
Another
tonight.
$50 from Brett.
From
Hume.
Brett.
Hume, thank you very much. It says a great cause. Well done to all concerned. Thank you, Brett.
Brett, thank you very much,
legend.
mate. Absolute champions. So we're up to $5,609. That is incredible. Incredible. All right, next giveaway. Let's do it. The second Lord Howe Island scenery goes to. Hey yo. I think he donated tonight as well.
What's going on? Who was it? I didn't get to
Who's that?
see.
Mutsky.
Must
Matt, by the way, I think he donated tonight, right?
Well, he did. Yes,
Like it-
I did see him there. Yep.
Like when we.
If Mutsky is Matt, by the way,
Yes.
he's
Yeah,
donated-
just before he took off, right?
$200.
29 minutes ago, he did. Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well done.
So,
Well done.
Maddie,
Mutsky,
Kaylin, congrats, boys, congrats. Well earned victories right there, fellas.
Congratulations, guys.
Well done,
So,
boys.
just to put it out there,
Yes.
with the $260, we are $131 away from our 4th flight, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
So
crazy.
we are
And-
$131 away from our 4th flight. That is out of control.
That is
considering
crazy. Oh my god.
Just over a month ago, well, not even a month ago, 14 or 16 days ago, we set ourselves a goal of $1,500. In 16
is
days, or give or
ridiculous.
take, I'm not great at maths, we are very close to $6,000, guys. Like, you should be so proud of
Oh, big
I'm
time.
just,
Wow.
you know, I'm so proud.
Holy
well,
moly.
That's amazing.
Hey, listen, Clee, you need to do radio interviews more often, alright? Just put it out
I
there.
know.
Just,
I know,
you gotta
right?
get out there.
You know, that was at like 2 a.m. that interview happened.
Yeah,
I
which
should
station
not
are you
be
listening?
listening to this. Why am I doing?
Well,
you
got knowledge.
found someone scrolling through the radio channels, and I found it. So there you go. Well done.
2MW has found you $6,000. So isn't that amazing? No, that's great, guys. Honestly, you know, we speak, you know, so highly of you guys, and you know, thank you so much. I'm going to ask another question while we're Yeah.
before you do, sorry, I'm just going back through some of the previous things that have been said by people. Willie Canuck, he said, obviously congrats are in order all round, but he'd like to commend Little Wings, a truly special charity and an inspiration to this worldwide audience. Thank you, Willie. And there was another question
Thank
that
you,
I saw
Willie.
you put in there, Willie, which I will get to as soon as I can find it. Just give me a sec.
Let's go. And Maddie, by the way, said he's donated 3 times. So Maddie, 100% earned.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the giveaway. SWM, mate, I just saw he's pressed donated. So SWM, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
The second thing that Willie Canuck said, it was a question. He says,
okay, yeah, you can do that one.
Yeah, what is it like to see the excitement on a child's face when they board the plane and take off? And surely your pilots must have some just amazing stories from missions they've done, Claire.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
So many special stories, I have to say. Probably the one that sticks with me, we had a little boy who had leukemia, and we flew him in. He was in hospital for 9 months and it spread into his shoulder, and he had to have his arm amputated.
Oh, God.
And he hadn't been at school, obviously, for quite some time, and it was his year 6 formal and farewell, and he wanted to go, and his mum told him they couldn't afford it, but the hospital reached out and we were able to fly him home. So he arrived at the hangar, he's all suited up, and obviously, you know, his arm was pinned back where his arm had been amputated, and he was looking quite nervous, and I said to him, how are you feeling? You know, it's a big day, going to see all your friends, and last day at year 6, and he said, I'm feeling really nervous about how the kids are going to react to me when they see me.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of hold your breath a minute because you think, okay, what's he going to do next? How am I going to respond to this? And he said, but I've been thinking about it. And I said, yeah, tell me. And he said, I am flying in my own jet, so I'm feeling okay about it. I was like, you know what? You need to stick with that story. That's a great story.
You're the only person that can travel in that kind of style.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, the kids like to board the plane. That's sort of the best bit for them.
Yeah.
You know, they look forward to seeing us. They love being in the plane, most of them. Actually, very rarely we have a child that's upset in the plane. They love to be in the plane.
Yep.
It's more mums and dads that are a bit white-knuckled on the first flight or two. We get lovely comments from parents too that say when they get in the plane, that's sort of their moment when they exhale because they feel like someone's holding them.
Yeah.
You know, it's, as you can imagine, you sort of feel like you're sort of free-falling a little bit when you're going through that process when your child is unwell and you've got no control and you don't know what you're doing and you're navigating this huge medical system.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or, you know, they'll look for their pilot or their driver, you know, and they'll say, for instance, I was the driver one day, someone had cancelled and they said, no, you're not my driver, I have Jeff. Like, driving. I was like, I'm very sorry. And you know, they're checking me. Well, who's my pilot today? They're like don't put her in the cockpit. You know, we don't want her.
But like,
they become attached.
Like, Claire, I suppose it is kind of difficult when you have kids like that sort of, you know, might be a little intimidated by flying. Maybe it's I guess there's a lot of them that'd be their first flights, right? Particularly the young ones.
Yes, a lot. So actually, a lot of parents, it's their first flight.
Right. Is that difficult to deal with?
As I said, the child's usually fine. It's usually the parent who's more nervous because I think kids don't really know what the consequence of it could be. You know, kids are like, I'm going to be in the clouds. It's my own plane, you know. Particularly if they've got the plane with Happy Dragon on it, they particularly like that. You know? But yeah, I suppose, you know, it can be quite daunting, quite overwhelming. We find parents in particular can be quite tearful if it's their first flight, and the reason they're taking that first flight is not particularly exciting or positive. You know, they're not going to bed on holiday.
They're not going on holidays. That's it.
Radiotherapy for their 2-year-old child. You know? Or burns treatment for their 5-year-old who's having skin grafts. Like they're emotional topics anyway, so it can push families over the edge quite easily.
Yep.
But I have to say, like, our pilots, they give a first class service every time, you know.
Yep.
And you often, just the little details, it's all in the details, isn't it, always? You'll see kids get in and they'll say, oh, where's their Little Wings esky?
That's
our in-flight.
that's what I'd be saying as well.
And we always have a bottle of water in there, and we have lots of tiny teddies, and they can just snack all the way. And, it's just that little distraction, isn't it? But it's a little treat they look forward to.
Yep, for sure.
And they know the routine. If you think about why do you go to McDonald's, because the Big Mac's the same every time. You can rely on it.
That's it.
Exactly
what you're going to get.
And we do that with the pilot. The pilot's dressed in uniform. He does the same briefing every time. The snacks are the same. The car seat's the same. Like everything's the same to try and regulate and reduce the stress for any families.
Yeah. No, it's brilliant.
Willie Canuck over in Scotland, and
the radio host.
Willie Canuck, the radio host. He's Canadian, but he's living in Scotland. He says tears rolling now, for real. It is. It's touching stories. Yeah, the things that you told us, Claire. It's stuff that most of us don't ever see, don't ever go through, and thankfully we don't. But for those that do, it becomes very real.
That's it.
But Willie also says, "You're not my driver. I have Jeff." He says, "I'm going to steal that next time I board EasyJet. See the captain."
A few of the guys are requesting we speak to Jeff, so maybe we'll get Jeff on next time.
Oh, I was highly disappointed. They were not impressed when I was driving them. I was thinking, I'm a good driver. I'm safe. No.
We'd rather Jeff.
Mutsky wants to know, does Jeff tell better jokes?
He's obviously doing something better than me. I don't know what it is.
He's doing something right.
Secret.
He must be doing something right. Claire, I know we spoke about Willie just before Willie's radio show, but I tune into Willie. He's because obviously he's over in the UK in Scotland. The show live is on at like 1 till 3 a.m. so it's not possible to listen to live for us, but I always make a point of listening to every show that he does, and he's been incredibly generous talking about our fundraiser. So Willie, extended little thank you to you as well, to yourself, and putting it out for your community as well, because I most certainly do listen every time, and every time that you say hello to me, that if I'm listening, I always am. So little extra thank you to Willie and Sky Blue Radio for and the Haggis and Poutine Show, I should say, for supporting as well. So absolute champion there, Willie. Guys, I just need to go and get a drink. I'm going to be back in one tick, but I trust you guys will hold the fort in the meantime.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. There was a question from one of our regulars. His name's Physics, or that's his nickname on here.
That's his alias.
He asked, what would you guys be looking at for future aircraft? Like, will you stick with Barons? Is there discussion that you might go for something a bit bigger, or what does the future hold aircraft-wise?
Yeah, we're really hoping that we're able to secure some funding to purchase a fourth Baron next year. So that is our goal, to have 2 based in Sydney and 2 based in Cessnock. We have been approached about servicing in Queensland, but obviously if we go into Queensland, we would need a bigger aircraft just because of the distance they're travelling, because we don't want to be, bunny hopping along to stop and refuel, or just the comfort factor if they're flying for a number of hours across the state. So yes, we haven't identified which aircraft it would be necessarily, but there has been some discussion about if we were to go into state, how would our position change in terms of our aircraft demands.
That's actually a good question. So if you wanted to go to, say, for example, you wanted to expand to Queensland or Victoria, what's the red tape? Not the deep red tape, but what are the minimum things that you guys would have to provide to first off be allowed to operate out of these states, I should say, not into, but more out of?
Yeah, we can actually operate in the state. That's no issue. And we were, just before lockdown, we were in the final stages of signing an MOU with Brisbane Children's Hospital, because we understand the need to be very significant. But we put that on hold because we need to make sure that we don't take on new families at the cost of not being able to service and support the existing families. As you can imagine, when we take on a new family, we just say to them, we commit for the journey. If you need us for 3 weeks, if you need us for 3 years, we have a family that's been for 8 years. That's what we do. So we don't want to compromise that quality or that consistency in service. Sometimes we have heard stories where families haven't been able to afford it and they've missed treatments. And that's really concerning. You know, children won't get the outcomes that they need and be able to reach their full potential. And you can just imagine as a parent the guilt that carries, not being able to provide your child with access because you can't afford it or you don't have a car. So we don't want to compromise that stability. So really for us, the main thing is funding. We need to make sure that we have stable funding behind us that is set for that state, and that we can continually support them for that journey, because as I said, when we make the commitment, we'll see it through.
Yeah, that actually gives me goosebumps when you just said that it doesn't matter if it's 3 weeks or 3 years. Like, it just gives me goosebumps to think that a family has to go through that for longer than 3 years or whatever it is. But also it gives me positive goosebumps knowing that there is someone out there that they can turn to for that that support. So
just for that indefinite amount of time, that's amazing, Claire. Like I suppose you'd be looking at an organisation like yours from the outside and thinking, like it might be you get 5 flights, get 1 free sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like that you'd have a limited amount of time that you'd be able to sort of provide this service to a family. But to know that it's right from the start to however long they need it, that's special. That's really special. And hi, Dan Resman, I can see you just sitting behind me in the Tomcat. He's just pulled in behind me.
I'm just going to start
Tim,
dropping as well.
Do you want to read out what Willie just said? And Claire, how are you going for time? I just don't want to be taking too much more of your time up if so I just want to make sure you're okay. Okay, beautiful, no problem. Tim, do you want to read out what Willie just said?
Yes.
While you do that, guys, I need to get a drink. I'm talking too much.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, sorry.
Who would have thought?
I was just doing some things, other things, but anyway. Sorry. Yeah, Willie says to Claire, I would be honoured to continue to promote Little Wings on my show. I'm sure the team can pass on my email address. Thank you for inspiring us all. Thank you very much, Willie. And Claire, it'd be nice of you to if you do get the opportunity, just to tune in for a little while. It's really easy listening. It's not all aviation. It's good music, and Willie does a great job on his show. It runs for 2 hours once a week, but you can listen to it as a podcast. And yeah, we can definitely get you the link to that. Absolutely no problem.
I've got one for Claire straight away that Willie will do. Claire, this is putting you on the spot.
Yes.
Choose a song for Willie to play for you on his next
stream.
stream.
Yes.
Yes. That's what he did for us. So you can choose any song.
Yes, and he'll play it for you, and he will dedicate it to you.
What's the audience there? Is it like, is there any sort of genre off limits?
Anything. It's off limits.
Anything goes. Yeah, anything goes.
Can I think about it a minute? Does it feel like
Oh yeah.
I told you. I put you on the spot.
Yeah. No. He plays. They do nights. So they do. They'll have a rock night, and then they'll have I don't know, 80s night and all that sort of stuff. So, they do a bit of everything. Meaning of Light's got to drop out, guys. Thanks for Meaning of Lights. Thanks for joining us, mate. Always nice having you on board with us, of course. Sorry, yeah, but it's a bit of a mix of everything. So I'm sure it'll fit, even if it's, something from the 90s that you might be a little embarrassed that you used to like. I don't know. Hey Baby by DJ Otzi or something. I don't know.
I was thinking more like a bit more of an anthem, like maybe like It's My Life by Bon Jovi or something.
Okay. Yeah. Think about it for sure. Think about it. We'll give you a bit more time.
Okay.
But I'm just.
I thought I was going to stumble on the aviation questions, but so far I'm doing okay on those.
No. Well, this is this is kind of what we do. We even though we are an aviation stream, we don't just talk. You know, we're not a one-string banjo. We like to talk about lots of things. So, yeah,
We're hoping to
please.
be picked up by Nova next year or something along those lines. And, you know, have our own radio show. So
Quite possibly.
That's it.
So I'm just looking. I'm just getting the big one ready.
yeah, beautiful.
Vanilla ice.
Also, a bit earlier, Brad said if you ever need to name another aircraft, you can name it after him. From his, so there might be a Brad Delamont flying around somewhere.
The Delamont
Yes,
Express.
the Delamont
Delamont
Express. Yeah.
We actually only have one of our aircraft named, which is NSK. She's called Caladrius.
Okay.
Caladrius.
And Caladrius is a Greek bird that they say carries health and healing.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Tim and I can't speak to anyone else, but I know for myself and Tim, we have a thing about naming aircraft, don't we, Tim?
Oh well.
You know,
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, Tim's employer Virgin name all their aircraft.
Yeah.
And I guess when I first started flying, it was special to go on an aircraft that had a name. So I think as a even for a child to be walking up to the aircraft and see something like that, for me, I know I was a teenager, but I still remember the first aircraft I ever flew on based off the name, and that's something special that I will hold, even though it's just a standard Virgin Blue aircraft. But for these kids, that it will probably be something that they'll remember for a long time as well.
No, that's it. That's it. And look,
so Claire's going to name the aircraft Matt, Tim, and Nigel tomorrow. And no, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea at all.
Oh, Dan Resman, and I know you're listening, Dan Resman, that is some seriously good formation flying. He's been sitting off my left wing, just tucked in. It's a shame I can't share my screen with you, Claire, but I've got an F-14 Tomcat sitting just off my left wing.
Just hanging off the side.
That's it.
Sorry, I'm just getting everything ready.
Beautiful. So how far out are you from landing?
Look, we're not too far. We're just off the coast. We're not too far at all. We'll probably do a little bit of a city flyover. I think we've got to.
Now look, one of the things that we do, Claire, just very quickly, is food reviews. And look, it gets brought up every night. What do people have for dinner now?
Some good, some not so good.
So Stu Mac would like to know what you had for dinner, please, Claire, if you can share with the team.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be very exciting. I'm going to get a bad review here. I had quinoa and broccoli.
Okay.
And cherry tomato salad with about 2 bags of sunflower seeds.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very exotic.
We haven't had that.
No, we have not had that before, no. Sean would like to know, Claire, pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
Oh, absolutely, of course.
Yes,
Thank you.
Claire.
Yep, absolutely. That was worth the $50 donation I threw in earlier. Good answer.
It's a hot topic.
Good answer.
See, these are the things that we ask all the time. Just random questions. So yeah, no, we haven't had that food item before. Normally we're like, oh, I don't know, we had pizza, we had, I don't know, steak, burrito, nothing.
Yeah, I noticed there was no comment on what I ate.
No, 5-star menu at Claire's is what Stu Mac says from Hong Kong.
We're open to everything, because if it wasn't that, I'd be reviewing a McDonald's stick shake or something very soon. So that's the best I can give you.
Yeah, look, they're not super classy, but we do our best.
Willie says, may I suggest a song I'd like to dedicate to Little Wings? And he says, this is me from The World's Greatest Showman.
Oh, gorgeous.
Is that?
I don't know if I know that song,
me.
But
is that song?
I don't know.
I don't know, to be honest.
If you keep singing, Willie will tell you whether to keep going or stop.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he'll tell me to stop.
And there's a 30-second delay, so that means that there's 30 seconds that we have to keep listening longer than everyone else.
Yeah, true.
Hey, there's a question here from Matty. He's got SydSquad could you ask Claire if I do a blog on one of your trips or a blog on how you guys do a day of operations, would that be for Little Wings, Maddie? Is that how you guys read it?
Possibly.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yep.
So they want a blog to cover a day in operations here at Little Wings?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
That's the way I understand it. We'll get Maddie to confirm that.
Daff, please confirm. Please confirm.
Yeah, and then Claire, Sean has asked, what are the kids' favourite snacks on the planes, if they eat?
Well, we only allow Tiny Teddies on there because we originally had some sort of chocolate, but sticky fingers and melting
true.
chocolate
That's
not good.
not a good mix.
Yeah, we try and keep the Tiny Teddies nice and tight, which is why we provide the snacks and don't encourage them to pack their own.
Oh,
yeah, understood. Tiny Teddies, good choice.
yeah.
Good choice.
Very good choice.
And especially since I'm cleaning the plane, so I'm really strongly encouraging Tiny Teddies.
So
Hey,
you're the cleaning executive officer. Is that how it works?
I wear many hats.
Oh, is that what CEO stands for?
CEO, the cleaning executive officer.
It sounds fancy, but it's really not fancy. I classify myself as a professional beggar, and anything else that's required I do. During the peak of COVID last year, SBS did a story on us, and they turned up, and I was in a hazmat suit cleaning the planes and the vehicles because we weren't sure how it was transmitted and yada yada.
Yeah, sure.
They started filming, and they I was like, no, happening. This is not right. And they're like, yeah, people want to see that. I was like, no one wants to see that.
Well, that's the reality of the job, though, right?
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Look, to be honest with you, if I lived in Sydney, I would be volunteering to clean those aircraft any day of the week that you needed me, Claire. I would be loving that. And that comes to my next question. I can't remember if we've asked it because we've had a lot and I've had a great night. If anyone wanted to volunteer for any role or anything, how do they go about that? Do they contact you guys? Are you looking for particular volunteers at the moment that aren't pilots? And where can Nigel sign up?
We're always looking for volunteers. Sometimes people think, what am I going to do? Or I don't live in Sydney. A lot of the skills we need might be around HR, marketing, IT. Sometimes it's just projects that we want to happen, and we don't have the funds to make them happen. So, Matt, you'd be horrified that we're living on an Excel spreadsheet instead of migrating onto a fancy system.
That's fine. I'd keep you on Excel. But no, it's funny you say that. It's actually funny you say that. So I was actually going to do this off stream, but I will do it on stream. But personally, if you ever need any marketing, anything done in Photoshop, stuff like that, I'm happy to put my hand up. It's something I love doing. And I'm not doing it because now we're on the stream, but I was personally going to email you guys. So if you ever need anything like that, do not be afraid to reach out to me because
drop Maddie a message because he's good at it. So
yeah, I'm all right at it. So but no, look, I personally feel like Little Wings is part of my family now, and I think everyone does. So yeah, definitely happy to help out a family member.
No, well said.
Thank you. I'll definitely tap into that, and any feedback on our socials with a professional lens, I would appreciate that because I'm currently the marketing, media, social platform person. It's not my skill set. I'm learning on the job, so any feedback, welcome.
I reckon that as far as marketing goes on social media and stuff, I think you've done a great job.
Yeah, it's great.
I wouldn't know that you weren't professional at it, so. I just wanted to put a message out to everyone flying. Guys, let's try and all go over the city together if we can, because we're pretty close. So I'm just going to sort of head out towards Manly sort of area, and we'll just get into a bit of a... Yeah,
just so you know, Tim, there's I got Smack here. He's back here with me as well. I got G, Brett H. I got Birdie back there as well.
Yep.
The old Mackie just hasn't kept up with you guys tonight, so I'm a long way back.
No, that's okay. Look, if we don't all arrive at the same time, that's okay because we've got a couple of giveaways to do when we get there. We'll still be rocking on. So, I'm just going to do get into a little holding pattern out here near Manly Wharf. And then
we'll fly over. What are they called? Sorry, Claire. Royal in Manly.
Royal Far West.
Royal Far West. So
Yeah,
a little
down
back,
to the beach.
right next to the Seaboard Manly Hotel. So
Yep.
that's actually across the road. So the company I work for, we actually own the Seaboard Manly, and we have a very strong connection with Royal West as well. So we do a lot of our the hotel itself does a lot of their donations and charity for Royal West. So it's just funny how we've kind of just linked it all up, and it all comes back to to supporting those children, and then I'm assuming it would play a part for you guys as well.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly right. All right, so just to let you know, all you guys that are tuning in know, I'm just doing a couple of little orbits here over Manly. So if you'd like to join me, please do. I can see there's a few people already stalking me. And the other guys are already over the harbour just having a bit of a buzz, but we'll wait for the group. A few guys are still coming in, so if we're all not together, it's not such a big deal, but do the best we can.
I've got another question, Claire, and this is more directed at what we've raised and what our main mission was for this charity. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, how does your operations look? Will you be flat chat, getting children to and from homes, going to hospital because whatever, and then Christmas Day will you be doing the same thing? And obviously I'm assuming you guys won't be having any breaks or anything like that, and what will you be doing on your Christmas Day as well?
So Christmas Day we won't operate, but we'll fly quite late into Christmas Eve. So some children are only signed out of the hospital for 24 hours. So we'll fly them home on Christmas Eve, and then we'll pick them up on Boxing Day and bring them back in. So it'll be very, very busy up until Christmas Eve, and then a bit of a run Boxing Day and the 28th, or the 27th, sorry. And then usually because a lot of the doctors take holidays as well over Christmas, so it'll fluctuate throughout the rest of December and kick off again early January. It'll get very busy again. So it'll be a nice little breather for our pilots and our drivers, just have a little bit of a break. But at the same time, everyone really rallies and hustles to make sure we get everyone home. But we are anticipating that week of Christmas will be incredibly busy, just trying to get everyone home.
Oh, for sure.
How many pilots do you have working for you, Claire?
We've got 13 signed off, and we've got 7 in training.
Oh, beautiful.
Fantastic.
I just wanted to read a pretty special comment from Willie. Now Willie's been a part of the flight simulations scene for a long time. I don't even know how long. Maybe Willie can let us know, but from his experience, I know that he's been doing it for a long time. And he says, "Can I just say, this is one of the greatest moments in flight simulation that I can recall." And look, Willie, I got to agree, mate. We're doing it for a brilliant cause, and flying into home base, it just doesn't get any better. So, I might start heading in towards the city now. I'll sort of catch up with the group now.
And then off to Bankstown?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
beautiful.
we've got V Legion.
And that's where we'll do the final giveaways, the final donation?
That's it, yeah. So we've got, I can see V Legion over there. He's from Impulse Simulations. So he's going to be standing by for the Bankstown giveaway. And we've also got 2 Cityscape Sydney giveaways from Orbx as well to give away, which is going to be brilliant.
Beautiful. So 20 years of Willie has been in the flight sim scene. So
20 years at least, yeah, that's crazy.
That's pretty big for him to say that. So thank you for your kind words, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
But like we keep saying, Tim, it's everyone that's part of this community. It's not just you. It's not just me. It's every single person that has made this happen.
That's it.
100%
today.
Yeah, it's SydSquad for a reason. So it's it's everyone's got their own played their own part, and it's been incredible, absolutely incredible to be a part of. Johnny says, Claire, when we're able to fly down to Sydney, does Little Wings do any tours of the facilities at Bankstown?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you come through. So you can contact me anytime and let me know you're coming in, and we'll make sure that there's someone here. If not me, then Brock. And walk you through. You can see the aircraft and possibly even see a pilot moving in and out or taking off.
Oh, beautiful.
That's
I
awesome.
appreciate the offer for the community as well, Claire, because what seems like not much to you guys, for someone just to come and have a look at the planes and stuff, is obviously a lot to an aviation enthusiast to come and see how the operation runs and all that sort of thing. So that's very kind. I'd love to bring my kids out, to be honest, because I've got two little young ones.
Little av geeks is what you.
Little av geeks,
Claire,
yeah.
Claire, I would love for you to meet Tim's son, Jet. Jet is a bigger av geek than Nigel and I put together. Has to be. He's crazy.
He's 3 years old, and he knows, I want to say 95% of the airlines that come into Sydney.
Wow.
So he's incredibly switched on, and the young fella, who's 2, is not that far behind. So, I've got 2 little av geek sons, and they're gonna take over the world one day.
It's crazy. So like, I went to Haas with Tim back in April or something, wasn't it?
Whenever that was, yeah.
Whenever we went to Sneaky Burger, and
Yes, Sneaky Burger made the
Yeah,
stream.
it made it.
Sorry, Claire, we've got this thing with Sneaky Burger. It's a burger place in near Albion Park. And
Rail.
we go there and we give it a good rating. So, but anyway, so we went back.
Sneaky Burger.
Yeah, you know
there's-
where the BP service station is, Claire, where you went past before getting to the airport?
Yeah.
Where the BP is on the left there. Turn in at that BP, and it's on the same building as the BP. It's on the left-hand side of it. So next time you go to Albion Park, make sure you pop into Sneaky Burger and have an awesome burger.
Yeah, just get them
No
amongst it.
sunflowers though. Sorry, Claire. No sunflowers.
You
I have to bring my own.
Yeah, that's it. And put them on. But yeah, so we went back to Sydney Airport, and Jet, the aircraft were coming in, and Jet could spot an aircraft, and he would know, like, it was Qantas, UPS, FedEx. He just knows the look of the aircraft even
from a while
before it's
away,
landed, and knows what airline it is, and it's just crazy. So
Look,
Wow.
I'll get him out there one day, and we'll you can meet him for yourself.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime. And we actually have a little pedal plane for the kids. It's
Oh,
so it's a
God.
mini Baron.
It's probably not a good idea because you want to take it home. Krish has just joined in. G'day, Krish. G'day. And look, guys, I just wanted to put one final little mention out there. We are approaching Bankstown. This is the last stop for the Little Wings fundraiser. So, guys, if you haven't already made a
I'll be
donation,
back in a sec, guys.
Maddie, you said we're $131 short of 4 flights, so that's 4 children being flown home for Christmas. Just $131 short. I know it says 5,600, but we've got a donation to come. So
Very
if you would
close.
like to ring that bell one more time, !donate, and we can make it happen. We can make it happen. So we've got 4 giveaways to do on the ground, and then we hopefully. Actually, you know what? I'm not stopping streaming until we hit it. I'm just saying. No, look, listen. Let me tell you something. And if I want to promise you anything, is that we will hit $6,000 tonight.
Oh, we will hit 6,000.
We will
I'm
hit
already
$6,000.
confident of that. I was confident of that.
And we will bring four families together for Christmas. That is one thing that I will assure of the that we'll do tonight. That's the goal, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna achieve it. At some point or another. Sorry, Maddie.
that's
Did you
beautiful.
need to say
No,
something?
no, that's right. I just no, actually, I said I'll be back in a sec. We just Kurt had just joined our other thing, but I can't get him across because I've got a limit of 4 people. So
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
I see.
didn't really think of that.
Kurt is one of our other streamers, Claire, who normally comes on, and he has a big part in the aviation flight sim and aviation community as well.
Yes.
So I
Definitely.
know he's there with his heart.
Look, he's probably tuning in. So hello, Kurt, if you're there. I'm sure you are.
Absolutely. He's a busy boy these days, though. He's,
He is. Yeah, a lot on his
leads a
plate at the
very
moment.
active
So
life.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Mutsky's asked, do Little Wings planes have a special livery? I would assume so, because every livery is different, isn't it? You've got like
One had a dragon
St.
on the
George
side?
dragon on the front.
Yep.
Or on the side, I should say.
We do.
And then, yeah.
We have 2 planes that are sponsored. One has the Happy Dragon on it. One has Bankstown Sports Club. And we have a 3rd plane that we don't have a sponsor for. So
Okay.
that's where all donations like yours, you will fund that plane, which is NSK.
Reckon if I brought in a SydSquad logo, you could whack
Boys.
it on the front.
Yeah,
Sorry, boys.
we've just had
hang on.
a remarkable.
We just had a huge donation.
Yes.
Oh, you're kidding, ain't
From the
Impulse
guys at
Simulations.
Impulse. Let me just fix it up. 'Cause-
$151.
Yeah.
So there we are.
Smashed it.
Holy moly.
So there we go. So we are at. I've still got to add the last little
We are
tippy
at-
top on
Holy
Impulse Simulations. Thank
Currently-
you so much.
6,021.
So
Holy moly,
that's
fellas! Seriously, we discussed this like what 6 weeks ago. Like a text message at 6 o'clock in the morning when I got home from night shift. We started this discussion and holy moly, we talked about getting one
Boys.
kid home and now we got 4. Like seriously, I'm just blown away.
That's
I'm
insane.
just
Hey.
absolutely
and
blown
Maddie-
away.
Maddie, by the way,
it's just
has just dropped another $130.
130, mate.
Oh,
Absolute shit. I need to bloody
oh,
refresh these.
Amazing.
Maddie, thank you very much, mate.
Holy
I
moly.
need to land because I'm gonna crash if I don't land. Oh my god. I'm too busy circling around Bankstown Airport here.
This is just amazing.
But look, little shout out, Maddie B, I should say, and Impulse. So Impulse are the creators of the Bankstown Airport scenery that we're about to check out here. They have generously donated, along with the donations directly towards Little Wings. They've donated 2 copies for the community. The Bankstown scenery is still brand new. We've just got another one. Someone's ringing. Oh, Brad's just rung the bell.
Oh, here we go.
oh no, he hasn't, has he?
Dalamont, $141.
Oh, Brad.
Brad.
Thank you very much,
Now
Brad.
we have 4.
I need to
Yeah.
bloody update
That's
this.
$6,296, ladies and gentlemen.
What an
Seriously,
absolute
to-
chip.
to
There we
every-
go. We have
To everyone in the community who's been with us from like the start of this, when we sort of first threw out the idea of doing this, and to Tim and Matt for sort of going along with my crazy 6 o'clock in the morning idea. To everyone who's been a part of this, whether you've been watching it, whether you've donated,
yeah,
whether you've,
flying, doing whatever.
flown with us, whether you've spoken to someone about it, whatever you've done, being part of this community and hitting a target like that is it's just next level, guys.
Yeah, it's an absolutely next level.
I know it's sort of, I guess, getting me a bit emotional. I can only imagine what the effort that you guys have put in will do for the 4 families that we're now going to get home for Christmas. That's hugely powerful, guys, and to everyone involved, from locally to across the globe. We got Willie in Scotland, and we got people over in the States that have joined us. We got
Stuart.
people from South America that have joined us. Stuart,
Yeah,
in
Hong Kong, yeah,
to
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
to everyone who's been a part of this and helped us along the way with this. Everyone, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm not even a part of Little Wings, guys. So
I know.
seriously, I'm just blown away. I'm absolutely just blown away. So thank you.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, like, I know, like, you guys can see my faces on the stream, but it just does not do it justice to think that amount raised has got a 6 in front of it. Like,
It that is ridiculous. That is just
Incredible.
crazy. And when just pointing out, when we started this stream, we were on $5,243. So in the hour and a half what we have flown, we have raised $1,000.
Yeah, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
The generosity of everyone here is really just mind-blowing to think that, a few days ago you didn't even know about us, and now everyone's digging deep and, spreading the word, and we, that support that we can't do on our own, we can't achieve it on our own. And so when you go out of your way to talk to someone about us, to dig into your pocket and donate your hard-earned money, we're just so grateful.
Yep.
And we're really looking forward to sharing some of the stories with you, so you can
we
see
can't wait.
how the impact of your dollars, because I think often people donate money and they know it's going to a good cause, but they don't really hear about how it really serviced someone and made a difference in the way that they function. But we'll be able to do that. We allocate every flight to every dollar that's donated, and so we can track it and see how families are going as well. So we'll be sure to keep you updated. If any little children are finishing up and taking their last flight over the next few months, and you've supported them in some way, we'll make sure that we keep you updated on that as well.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So
absolutely
much.
amazing.
We just had the message here too saying, "Well done, all that donated." Qantas A380 pilot here. So
from YouTube, is that saying YouTube account?
Just says YouTube account.
So,
yeah, but that might be a privacy thing.
So it might be private. Yeah, it might be a privacy thing.
Whoever you are,
yes.
Thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.
And welcome back to welcome the A380 back to the country for sure. Guys, I need to just duck down to the garage for a minute.
Yep.
I'll be back. Hold the fort. I'm parked outside the Little Wings hangar. I'll be back in a tick. So please, just I'll be back. I need to top off this because we're not finished yet. We're not finished.
We are not.
So,
cool.
Claire, I've got another question for you.
Yes.
If we wanted to. If we wanted to sponsor, say for example St. George or Banks, who was it, Bankstown?
Bankstown Sports Club.
Yeah. So is there and obviously if you can't say figures, that's fine. But is there is it based off how many flights you do a year for that to happen? How does it work like that?
So we require if they're going to sponsor, if they want to be on the nose of the plane, then it's $100,000 a year and a minimum commitment of 3 years, which allows us to then turn around to the hospitals and say, right, we know we can provide you with this number of flights, and help us sort of plan backwards how many families that potentially is based on current numbers and hours on the plane, that sort of thing.
All right, guys, we need to get 300,000 raised. Let's go. No, it's just it's good to know, because you see it on there, and I don't know how to say this in a bad. I don't want to say it in a bad way, but there's companies or businesses out there that will spend thousands and thousands of dollars on sponsorship for a sports team or a motorsports team or things like that, and it's just crazy to think that if they could put $300,000 of advertisement, and that brings so much different joy to families or important things, and it just puts things into a different kind of perspective for me as well, to think about it that way.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt it's a lot of money, but you're right. There are a lot of businesses pumping big dollars into more entertainment sponsorships, as opposed to maybe, and they have their place, don't get me wrong, they have their place.
No, of course.
We're a small charity that doesn't get government funding, and those dollars impact the regions of New South Wales so deeply. And as I said, these are families that are silently just going through the motions. So when a brand steps up and says, you know what, we're going to help you, we see you, we get it, it echoes through those communities. You know what I mean? They see us landing there every week. They see us flying in and out, sometimes multiple times in a day. I mean, last week, I think it was last Wednesday, we flew in and out of Tamworth 4 times in the one day. All 3 aircraft went in and out, and we were able to service, I think it was 180 children, because we were flying doctors in to provide resources and medical treatments in Tamworth in one day.
That's
amazing.
The reach is so powerful, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't know we're here, which is why we push so hard to get on Current Affair, while we push to get on the radio. That night I just they were talking about Lenny, that little boy we flew to Queensland, and someone texted me, and I just got on the phone. I said, I'll wait to talk. You know, and they said, oh, it's not going to be till 2 a.m. I was like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, when you open up to your community, our reach is so much greater, and it's so much more powerful than me, one person, going out trying to talk to one person at a time. We just don't have the resources. So, you know, your audience here is so powerful for us, as more than just dollars and cents. It's so powerful because the word of mouth and the ability to turn around and tell one person, 2 people, 3 people to post or share our socials, to, you know, encourage other people to donate, to tell someone who in need about us that might need to be referred. You know, the value of that will come over months. It won't just be tonight or the last 16 days. It'll echo for much longer. So we're so great.
That's it. So guys, you know, sorry, Tim. You're
on. I just wanted to put a message out to Matt Botherway, Bandit, Willie, Dale, and Stu. Boys, if you're here, exclamation point donated, boys. This is the extra little bit that's gone on to, that was accidentally donated incorrectly. But boys, this is on top of you guys. So look at that, $6,330. $330. We also sorry, Birdie's just dropped a 20 as well. So thank you very much, Birdie. I'll put you up there for a moment. There we go. It's a little bit tricky, but there we go. Harry Bird, thank you very much, Harry. Very kind of you, mate.
Thank you, Birdie.
Thank you.
Impulse has just said they're going to be adding a link to donate to Little Wings to their Bankstown product page whenever possible. So that's amazing. So people on there will be able to continue donating.
Willie Canuck. Question for Claire. Did you have a Bon Jovi poster on your bedroom when you were a teenager? God, I reckon you would have, Claire. Come on, be honest.
I can't tell all my secrets. But you know, that anthem, it sticks with me from those good old Kentucky Day tours, you know, because the tour guide would play it every morning because we're all, you know, not in our best state. Or we'd be raging on the bus. Every morning, that anthem.
All right, so good. Folks, let's rip in for another giveaway straight up.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
So this,
I'm gonna crack some aerobatics in celebration, Tim. I've got the steaming out now that I'm on the ground, and
please do.
Some celebratory barrel rolls.
Sorry, right next to the Little Wings hangar. Oh, sorry, Small World. I learnt to fly at the green hangar next to the Little Wings hangar. Is that right?
That's the Qantas A380
Oh, that's
pilot.
mad. That's the Qantas A380 pilot. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. All right, so guys, if you would like to go into the draw to win one of 2 Bankstown Airport sceneries, courtesy of the guys at Impulse. Just give me 1 sec, sir. There you go.
While you do that,
yes.
So that question that Maddie had, it was, Claire, if Matt does a vlog on one of your trips, or a vlog on how you guys do I think he's asking if he could potentially come along to the hangar one day and do a vlog on how you guys operate day to day or something along those lines.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. Absolutely.
Right.
Let us know, Maddie.
I'll pass. I'll get Matt. I'll get your details, and Claire, I'll pass them on to you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then you guys can work that out.
Let's Wessel, thanks for the sub, mate. Alright guys, if you would like to go into to win one of 2 Impulse Simulations Bankstown Airport sceneries, the ones we're looking at right now, it's got the Little Wings hangar right there. It's even going to be modelled on the inside in the near future. Please !enter to go into the draw. Our lovely supporters of the SydSquad, the members, will go 2 times the chance as usual. And please know that you as I mentioned before, that the giveaway is for those folks who have kindly donated, as per the giveaway, whatever you like to call it.
Don't you just love it that Claire's on the I don't know if anyone else on the stream could hear it, but Claire's just sitting there at a hangar at Bankstown, and we can hear a plane flying over. Like how much more realistic can that get tonight?
It doesn't get any more authentic than that.
Can I just say too, Claire, thanks heaps for staying up with us. Like
thank you.
It's 10 to 11, and here you are watching a bunch of blokes and girls sitting on a flight sim on a computer game, having a chin wag, having a beer, discussing flying, and just raising a bit of money because we can.
I love it. I love it.
Same.
I love it.
I would have prepared though, as I said. I would have brought wine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, sorry.
I take that a little more serious.
Yeah, no.
Oh, look. Again.
Always welcome to join us.
Absolutely.
With wine next time.
It is.
Absolutely.
I am a bit of a night owl, as you'll note from my radio talk. So I'm not a big sleeper. So, you know, this is perfect time for me, actually. My whole family asleep, and here I am.
Perfect.
Living a life.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And for anyone that was wondering, that was a PC-12 taking off.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Jeez,
yeah.
How good's that? That's coverage right there.
I'm surprised it wasn't a Tomcat with Dan Resman attached to it, because he's just buzzed past again.
He's hammering it around. Henry says, does this work with X-Plane? I'm sure the Impulse Simulations guys will be able to help us out, but I don't think so. Just saying. Alright, so at this point we have 25 people in the draw. So thank you to everyone who has gone in. Please do drop me a message either on Discord or wherever to claim your prize.
Yes, and make sure that you have donated as well.
Yes, make sure you've donated.
And if you do win, you just got to donate.
Yes, you are obligated. You are obligated to empty your wallet. No. But yes, so please do message me because it's hard to remember everyone. So please do message me to claim your prize. All I need is your email attached to your account, and that's it. And then they can sort you out.
Henry wants to know, can he enter for someone else as long as they've donated?
As long as they've donated, because the criteria for the giveaway was for the people who have donated. But yeah, so you know, it's not a giveaway for us. It's a giveaway for the sponsors of the fundraiser, if that makes sense. Currently, no, we're exclusive to Microsoft Flight Sim for now. There you go, Henry. There's your answer.
All right, Tim.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. The first winner of the Bankstown scenery is Eddie from the Gold Coast. Congratulations, Eddie. Well done, mate.
Eddie. So,
he was just saying a short time ago that he was heading off, I think.
I know that we had a. I know we had.
Oh no, he's here. He's here.
We've had two Eds donate. I'm not sure if it's our Eddie or not, so that's cool. We'll stick with that for now.
Yeah. Okay, the first one, Amsy's there. Amsy's in. Okay, and the second one to win the Bankstown scenery. Thank you to the guys at Impulse for flying as well, and the AUscene guys for flying as well, and the giveaway for the Lord Howe as well, fellas. So much appreciated for you joining in with us. The second winner of the Bankstown scenery is Maddie. Not you. It's Barry.
No.
Thin Air.
Oh, Mr. Barry.
Congratulations, Barry.
Good on you, Barry. Good on you, mate.
And he has donated. He donated $25 on our first stream. So, Barry, thank you so much.
Thank you, Barry.
Congratulations. Well deserved.
Guys, we are not finished. We are not finished. You know the SydSquad look after you. You guys look after us. You guys look after Little Wings. That's why we are here. We have got two more to give away. These are two Cityscape Sydney sceneries by Orbx. They've kindly donated two. And just to clarify, all the sponsors up in the top right hand corner are all partners. All their products are available in the well, obviously on their websites and via the Orbx. What's it called, Nige? The Orbx. The program.
Central.
Orbx Central?
Orbx Central. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is
Central.
Orbx Central. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
sweet.
so Claire, if you're wondering, what we're giving away are like add-ons to the flight simulator. So, it's just like, for example, the cityscape scene is like, when this game was designed, it didn't have the harbour bridge in it. So then they've created like additional add-ons.
A very realistic harbour bridge.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like they've even got Barangaroo with the new development there, the great big tower there. It's just like flying around Sydney. It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so the you basically, when you buy Flight Sim, you get the stock. It's like buying a car, right? And you just get what you're given. But what these like Orbx and Impulse and AUscene, what they do is basically they provide mods for your cars to make them operate with greater detail, basically. And the detail is like insane. Like they've got like Hungry Jacks, they've got BPs and stuff like that. Like it's
Yeah, I heard you saying about the bacon and eggs at Lord Howe.
Yes, yeah. So at Lord Howe, which is the AUscene product, you can actually use the drone, go inside the terminal, and there's a person standing behind the counter, and there's bacon and eggs on the table there.
How good's that?
And there's like people sitting in the terminal. They've got guys like scanning boarding passes. It's crazy. Barry Thin says, "Love you, Matt." What about me, Barry?
Love you too, Barry.
What about me?
Mate, you know, Barry and I have a good history, so
Well,
he's well deserved.
Yeah, it's about time we gave something back. You know, after taking so much off him.
I know, exactly.
All right, so guys, let's rip straight in. If you haven't already, !enter to go in the draw, and you can win an Orbx Cityscape Sydney scenery. If you've already got it, we might be able to work something out, I think. Greg Humes just had to crash the desktop. I hope you'd already landed at Bankstown, Greg. Can't forget the Bunnings snags. Oh yeah, look. Let's go and have a quick look. I think we got it right. We'll go. We'll my computer is lagging, so I've got so many programs running. It's just, it's struggling. Let's have a look at Claire. I don't know if you're actually watching the stream, but you'll see it pop up in a minute. But they've got a Bunnings. I actually need to slow my.
I'm just looking at Maddie and Nigel. I'm staying focused.
I'm reclined in my chair. You're seeing my clothes behind me, and Nigel's got a beautiful photo that he took at the airport, and on the other side, and that's a part of an aircraft, that exact 747.
There you go.
See, that's the window. That's an actual window from that aircraft.
Okay.
He cut it out one night.
Guys,
I got bored. it was a long night. They were going to throw the aircraft in the bin anyway, so whatever.
Now, here at Bunnings now, I can see the sausage sizzle.
I've got to say, Willie's heading off. Thanks for a great show.
And fun fact,
it's lovely to hear from Claire and the great work at Little Wings. Sending love from Scotland. Cheers all the best. That's from Willie Canuck. Even though Willie Canuck, he's Canadian, so he speaks more like this than he does the other one.
Yeah, you like the other one better.
That's right.
Wait.
Just for you, Willie.
fellas.
No, Willie. Thanks heaps for your support, Willie, in all this, and
Willie,
thanks for your international support. That's just awesome. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
And Willie, we'll get your details, and I'll pass them on to Claire and Wanda, and they'll be in contact. And because amazing for him to be able to, help promote that more internationally for you guys as well. And what was your fun fact about Bunnings, Claire?
Fun fact: Little Wings regularly barbecue at that Bunnings.
Do they?
At Bankstown, yes.
And how often are you on the grill?
Oh, regularly.
All the time.
it's all hands on the hot plate, but we don't look that glamorous. We're more like, you know, covered in pig fat and just most people really clean and happy, and we're more like sweaty and hot and smell like onion for about a week.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all right.
Exactly. And was it with or without onion? That's like the question that's always asked.
I know, it's like, just get onion, people, just get onion.
For the record, onion's gross. Sorry. All right. Catch you later, Willie. Sorry. We're doing
Thanks, Willie. Have a
we're
good
doing
night,
it.
mate.
We were doing a nappy change at
Bye.
home, so I had to be quiet. Not of me, of course. Of the kids. All right, guys. 2 more giveaways to do. From one of our sponsors, Orbx. So good luck to everybody for the Cityscape Sydney scenery. Let's find out. Who's the winner? It's Fronzel. Now, Fronzel, congratulations.
Donated.
He has donated?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Is that Fronzel from Sydney Airport?
Fronzel from Sydney Airport. Is Fronzel from Sydney Airport?
I have a feeling that Fronzel is Giuseppe.
Is that Giuseppe, really?
Is
I
it?
have a feeling.
Is it, you think?
Confirm or deny?
I don't...
Identify
Truth or
yourself.
dare?
Look,
Anyway.
I'm sure he'll be able to...
Anyway,
I'm sure he'll be able to confirm.
By the way, Fronzel, congratulations.
Congratulations, Fronzel. If you're here, look, let's get some pings. If we can ping Fronzel, he's hopefully he's here.
Yeah. And if you have donated, tell us what your name is on the.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
And
Still
so is
turn
this our final one, Tim? or
we've got one more to do. One more giveaway to do.
Let's do it.
And look, folks, since this is our last giveaway, and we will be wrapping it up soon, I just wanted to say $6,330 is ridiculous. That looks like it might be our final score.
That's right.
So, guys, it's absolutely been mind-blowing of... Oh, there we go. Fronzel, yes, I donated twice, once direct.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
I do recall
that's
that.
what
I do
thought.
recall that.
remember
Yeah,
Yep.
sweet.
Yep.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Well, congratulations, Fronzel. And please drop me a message on Discord. Be much appreciated. Chris Talbot. Yes. I do recall. I do
Yes.
recall.
Not Giuseppe. Sorry, Giuseppe.
That's all right. But seriously, $6,330. That's absolutely ridiculous. And when we started here that Sunday, not that long ago, and we were at $20, who would have thought we would have gotten
would be
this
at
far?
6,000.
We'd be cracking 6K, like, seriously. I mean,
Oh.
when we first discussed it, like, we were like, $1,500. Yeah, we did that for the RFDS. Yeah, we should be
Yeah.
able to do that.
We'll
Yeah,
get
and
there.
we've-
Might take us a little
and-
while, but we'll get there.
And I said to Tim, you know what? I got a sneaky feeling we might just hit 3, maybe 3.5.
I know,
And
I
he's like,
did not
"Oh,"
think-
He's like, oh, you reckon? I'm like, well, the stream's grown since then, and like, we've got a pretty good community around us. Like, look, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
6.5, almost 6.5 is just
Valid,
ridiculous.
that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
or-
That's
Aaron
crazy.
says, told you we'd get 4 on the first night when we blitzed 1,500 total before wheels up. Nice work, fellas.
He did that, and the funny thing is, so did Sean. Sean's like, he's like, we'll do 4 flights. So the boys,
Yeah,
the boys didn't have a doubt. They believed, and
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, there we go.
Nah, look, yeah. What else can we say? All right, for the last giveaway for the event, good luck everybody to those of you who are in the draw. There's 23 of you in the draw. For the last one, let's do it. Oh, Benny. Now I know Benny has donated. I'm pretty sure because
Benny C.
yeah, Benny C.
Benny C definitely has donated.
I met Benny at the Mound. Absolute
Yeah.
gentleman. Benny, I hope you're here. I know you did say hello in the chat earlier.
Benny.
Hopefully
I
you're
know
here,
Benny
Benny.
did because I remember seeing his name. So long ago now. But we definitely have seen it.
Yes,
so.
yes,
Oh, yeah, there he is.
100%, 100%.
Yep.
Um, Stu says, Nige, what about an Aeros comp?
And I'd love to.
All right, go on.
I'd love to have a crack.
The people will judge.
As I do my 8-point roll in the Stearman without crashing.
So
we'll so that's it.
As long as
we've done all the giveaways.
Yep, perfect. Maddie, have you got a record of the winners? So we had.
But I'll remember. Yeah.
Yes.
It's all good.
Yep.
I'll
So
just
we
watch
had-
back on the stream.
Yeah. Okay. Guys,
Yeah, we'll be right.
if you did win, please message me. It was Benny, Maddie Botherway, Barry, Eddie.
Eddie. You said Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say Eddie?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fron-
Okay.
Fronzel,
Fronzel.
Benny C.
Maddie said. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect. Congratulations to everyone who won a prize. To everyone
I
who.
haven't said it yet, Tim, but if
yeah.
you haven't done it already, folks, please smash that like button. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is a stream absolutely worth liking. So hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already.
Definitely. Look, I haven't really been saying that much, as you can probably tell, Nige, because it's not about us.
Yeah.
It's about the figures at the
Absolutely.
bottom of the stream. So, Eddie's just dropped a $10 donation as well. So thank you, Eddie.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Eddie.
It's obviously, big or small.
It all makes a difference.
It all makes a difference. Especially
it,
when
really
you got younger and older people. It's hugely helpful.
Exactly. All right. Well, Tim, we should wrap it up
Yep.
very soon if you're happy to.
Yes, definitely.
think so too.
So just so we can let Claire go to sleep and
Yes.
and
And all of us.
Smile on the face.
So Nige, I think we'll finish off. Nige, I'll say something, Tim, and then we'll finish off with Claire.
Yes.
If you don't mind, Tim, and
No,
then
for sure.
if you're comfortable, I know it goes for a few minutes, but I think we should end on our intro video again.
Okay, we can. Okay,
Beautiful.
let the people decide. Come on, let us. If you want to watch, or if you weren't here and you'd like to see the video again, let us know. Okay, and if not, you can close the stream. If you really don't want to watch it that much, but
It's up to you, Tim. I know you.
I think
it's up to you,
we
mate.
should. I think we should.
Okay.
Because
all
we've
right.
ended on such an amazing note.
Yep.
And Eddie to the last donation. So congratulations, Eddie.
Thanks, Eddie. Beautiful. All right.
Maddie-
Nige, any words? I'll let Nige go.
You know what? I just want to say to Claire, thank you so much for coming on tonight. It's been so awesome, like hearing directly from you, like from the company, from the organisation. The work you guys do is just amazing. It's just inspiring. And look, I hope that we've been able to just get the word out there a little bit more for you guys, and just give you that little help that you might need. And I guess you just never know, when you might network with someone and make contact with someone that can just give that little nudge to get just one more child home, and that's special. And to have been able to sort of help you guys out, it I guess gives me a few warm fuzzies, I suppose. It's been really, really just awesome to be a part of this, and thank you so much for your time tonight, for coming along and helping us make the stream just that much better. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well said, Nige.
Yeah, look, I'll pretty much just shadow that. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and thank you for making this possible. Nige, thank you for throwing the idea out there. I know that we were discussing that we'd like to do something again soon, but where it went, we had no idea, and I'm glad it's gone this way. It's, I don't know, for me, I'm going to wake up Christmas morning and spend it with my family, but knowing that we've now sent 4 families home for Christmas as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm going to have a bit of a spring in my step on Christmas Day, knowing that I'm with my family, and there's, people out there that are going to be able to spend it with theirs because of what we've achieved. So,
That's it.
yeah, look, thank you to everyone. Tim, thank you so much for doing this, mate. Like,
Pleasure.
we wouldn't be here without, without you, and also everyone else. And Claire, once again, thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. I've had fun. It's probably the best stream I've actually had.
I think so too.
We've done over 100 different streams, but it's going to be hard to top tonight.
Oh no,
because
yeah.
having the CEO from Little Wings here, us raising $1,000 in one night, and reaching a huge amount is just something special to me. So thank you to everyone, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys later on, and thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, I'll say my words then, Claire, you go for it. Yeah, look, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for being a part of it, being a part of the community. Like, we've been sort of a community for about, give or take, a year now. As far as like the, looking at the big portion of it, a lot of you guys have been around for a lot longer than that, and it's been like insane. So thank you to everyone who's sticking around. Like, obviously, we look forward to doing heaps more flying together. Just on the chilled side, and it's been definitely an adventure. I should say thank you to my wife for letting me stream on that Sunday, for taking the kids out, because it's not easy. And also thank you to Impulse and AUscene as well for joining us on the flight, providing some giveaways. It was obviously great to link up the two airports together, even though it was overseas flight, not what we normally do, but it was great to do it for this special event. So Impulse and AUscene, thank you guys for putting it together. Guys, if you haven't already, go and chuck them a follow on Instagram or something, just show them the love. To the team at Little Wings.
Share the good.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. To all the team at Little Wings, Claire, pass it on to all of us. Just for all of us here at SydSquad, just let them know that it's we'll be thinking of them a lot. I should say a lot this Christmas, because knowing that we've had such a big impact from our little community. So. Yeah, look, there's not much more I can say, but thank you to everyone who dug deep, no matter how big or small. It's digging is the most important part, and that's an incredible figure that we reached, and it's well over what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, thank you to everyone, and it's a good night for me. And Claire, you have the floor.
Thank you. I want to say thank you for having me, and of course for being so generous. The power of your giving will not only fund 4 flights and get 4 families home for Christmas, but will also provide 7 road transfers for families as well. So thank you so much. The impact of your giving will really resonate with so many families that, as I said, you won't meet, but hopefully we can share a little insight into their journey with you over the coming weeks, as we're able to issue those missions and get the family permissions, obviously.
Definitely.
And I just want to, thank Tim, Matt, and Nigel for investing in our service and for sharing the journey and raising the flag for us. For me, I never know where I'm going to connect with someone, or there's going to be a touch point, and who would have thought that me raving on at 2 a.m. in the morning on some random radio station result in such a terrific opportunity and a wonderful community that I've stumbled upon. And I've just had such a great night with all of you. And I just really appreciate the time you've invested and digging deep, because I know everyone is struggling and it's tough times at the moment. So every dollar really means so much to us, and I can guarantee that it's all going towards the families and nowhere else. So thank you so much. Like our pages, stay in touch. If you're in Bankstown, please drop in, or Cessnock soon.
And let them know.
You're part of extended community, and we want to make sure that you feel that way, because we can't function without you. As I said, we are a service for the community, but we're fueled by the community. So thank you so much.
No, well said, Claire. And look, if you do drop by, would you like people to get in touch with you beforehand, just a little courtesy message, just to see if anyone's around, that sort of thing, if people are considering dropping by?
Yeah, sure. Look, if you're planning to come, or there's a few of you, definitely let me know. But if you're in the area, knock on the door, just like Nigel. Come and say hello. We love a visit. And especially now, because I think we've all been deprived of any contact. So we're all going crazy for a visit.
That's it.
This is your home too, so you're welcome in the hangar anytime.
Oh, we love it. All right. We'll leave it there. Thank you to everyone again. It's been incredible. Enjoy the video, and look, we'll see you on Friday night. Let's rip in again, and hopefully you have a good weekend. and or sorry, week I should say. And yeah, we'll see you on Friday. Cheers again. Bye. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come one, come all, to a beautiful, beautiful event that you know, we've created. And thank you for joining us. I've got Maddie, I've got Nige with me here, and
Nige.
boys, nice to have you. Nice to have you as always.
Hey Tim, hey Matt, how you going, boys?
Very good,
Mate,
very
how
good.
are you? Exciting day, exciting day.
Indeed. If you'd like to donate, exclamation point donate. And after you've donated, exclamation point donated, you can ring the bell. And
Well, let me tell you something, Tim.
And
We've
let us
already
know.
raised $71. Vic has dropped a 50 already.
oh, beautiful, mate. Thank you very much, Vic. What a champion.
Little Wings are based out of Bankstown Airport. They fly a fleet of 3 Beechcraft Baron aircraft. And basically they transport sick kids between regional areas and city hospitals. And it's not a government organisation. They rely on donations to keep themselves going. And they've told us that it's on average about $1,500 per sortie that they do to be able to fly a child out to home or come back into the city again. So
Adrian Lucas, thank you. He said, thank you for starting this initiative. Well done. Thanks, Adrian, mate. That was a $50 donation. So that is...
Oh, champion, mate. There we go. Ring that bell, boys. Ring that bell. If you've donated, ring it.
The physics has dropped 25.
Oh, beautiful, mate.
Well, Maddie Botherway has dropped $101 as well.
Wow,
So
Maddie.
Nice
Thank
work,
you,
Maddie.
mate. Yeah, Impulse Simulation dropping a 250. Look, let's have a little.
Right,
mate,
Alpha Helix dropped a big 100, so Alpha Helix,
oh, Alpha Helix, beautiful,
work.
mate. What a
thank you
legend.
so much for that.
And
Great work.
what a champion, Alpha Helix. Thank you, mate. Big Daff
Davkowski.
with a
Jeez.
150.
Oh, Maddie.
You need to, I think you boys need to
Mate, we've smashed it. We've smashed it already.
We've already hit it.
Holy, incredible, incredible. So already hit $1,600. So Brad, great cause. Only 2 places to help, mate. That is so generous. 500. That is incredible. Chicken Tender's ringing the bell. Chicken Tender with a tenner, mate. You're a legend. Kempy's dropped a 250. We've hit $2,000 already. Big donation from Johnny, dropping $100 a ruse. Go SydSquad and let us do this for the kids. There's the second flight done and dusted. Oh my god. Well, thank you to everyone for tuning in today and who donated to this wonderful cause and made the fundraiser possible. Your support has been absolutely crazy. We've already brought 2 families home for Christmas this year. which is unbelievable. And we've raised $3,276 in just a matter of 3 hours. You've shown us what a truly thoughtful and generous community we have here.
So folks, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've actually raised the target now to $4,500. And if we can make $4,500, that means we can bring 3 kids and their families home for Christmas. I reckon we can do this.
Someone is about to press !donated. He's just dropped a $100 donation to Little Wings.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
Jet Paprika, if you are here,
Oh, you legend.
!donate.
So Little Wings don't have any of that. You know, Little Wings have only got, 2,000 followers on Instagram, and they don't get a national grant every year. So it's
Yep.
it's very special for it's very special for us to be able to raise these extra funds.
Favourite flight simulation groups, the SydSquad, has raised an astonishing $3,743 to support Little Wings, an Australian-based charity that flies sick children and their families from remote areas to specialist medical centres in New South Wales. The support so far has caught the team by surprise, so they're going further. The SydSquad now wants to hit a new goal of $4,500 just in time for Christmas.
AMZ dropping a $100 donation, taking us to 4102. With the $300 donation.
You kidding me or what?
I'm not even joking. Impulse Simulations have
really?
tuned in to the stream. They've donated $50. That has got us past our goal officially, $4,507. I have family and friends that have needed the RFDS and charities like Little Wings, so the effort by SydSquad and all donations means a lot to me. Champions. Chicken Tender, mate, it's the group as a whole have just had an amazing input, so we're radiating our appreciation straight back to you guys out of your screens or wherever you're viewing from.